1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5.
2 out of 3 so far for the set screws. Our cat makes the thread lock of every friggin' bullet. Get a new body here. Just need the spring, which is sitting right there by the beer can. And these weights. Was it a shop that you bought that from, or no, just a back?
He is a machine shop.
That should be good.
My hands just don't want to work.
Boom. There's how you get your locks off of your weights.
Make sure you heat them.
Make sure you heat them because they're thread locked. So some of these covers is 10 mil, some of them 3/8, but they are balanced to the clutch.
Yeah.
So it's always good to mark it before you pull it apart. All right, boys. So as you know, we're robbing Peter to pay Paul, but our weights and everything are in really good shape. So we're gonna show you what you got to do to change these little buggers because it's tricky. You got this little set screw here on your weight, which you obviously have to heat up and loosen because we already showed that part. But once you do that and you pull this bolt out, I'm going to show you here shortly. Everything just likes to fight a little. So when you get this bolt out, it's actually got a dimple into it cut from factory, and that's where your set screw has to hit. See that? So when you're putting these together, you don't got to worry too much about the alignment of your weight, because if that set screw is in the right place, you'll hit it. So what Steve did, he marked it with a highlighter. We shoved it in, we took the weight completely out, or sorry, the set screw out of the weight. And he was pretty much magically able to see that through the hole that the little Allen key lockings into. And that's what keeps your weight lined up. And obviously when we did this, we did one at a time, so we didn't have a whole bunch of pieces laying around that got mix matched. The same bolt, the same Allen key, the same weight is on each block, on each tower, or whatever you want to call it.
Always
and as you
tight.
see, you lock tight everything when you put it back together, because sleds vibrate like crazy, and you don't want none of this gear coming apart. So that's 2 out of 2. We got one more, and then we'll be ready to put the spring and the cap back on. Alright, so one keynote, once you get your Allen key set tight, when you go to tighten your nut up over here, you make sure it does not turn on this end, because you'll snap that little thing off if you put a lot of pressure onto it. So, and the other thing is, when you're robbing Peter, trying to get these bolts out of the original clutch, the nut comes off fairly easy, but you gotta push on them pretty good to get them to slide out. As you see, we just had that one apart and it come out kind of fidgety. So yeah, when you're taking those out, it might help to have an extra set of hands help push. So as you see, Steve marked that one. He's got the Allen key out of the way. Whoop. And he's just gonna shine a light in that hole and line that mark up, and then put the set screw in it.
Hold that up.
So I'm gonna jam the clutch up here.
That takes a special.
You gotta get these all started before you go haywire on them. That's crooked, crooked, crooked.
Yeah, I need the right socket.
That was a
3/8.
no, that one was 10 mil. Remember?
One was 10?
Yeah, this one was 10. Your other one, that one was 3/8.
No. That's 10 there. Oh, and that fucking. Why won't that go back on the fucking?
Oh, you're squishing my hand when you do that.
Why won't that? Oh.
Do you got the mark lined up on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just a bugger. You gotta.
Where's the fucking mark I just hit? Are you fist fucking me?
So, because this cover's balanced and because our mark wiped off, it actually has a factory notch cut. As you can see where Steve put the orange. And it has a notch cut here. So even if you lose your mark, there is a factory cut there to get it lined up. So we're all assembled. Everything's tight. We're just going to double check these with a wrench. And now she's ready to go back in the engine.